Hey folks, it's Two Wheel Newsday. I want to bring you bite-sized snippets of cycling news from around the globe and across the country, nationally and regionally. Let's get started. In global news, pro cyclists will celebrate. The HTV Cup in Vietnam is the first pro cycling event to be broadcast live since the start of the coronavirus, with today being the first of a whopping 18 stages. Even with 97 million people, Vietnam has reported less than 300 cases and 0 deaths since the start of the coronavirus, and the country is starting to open back up after being on strict lockdowns since January. The HTV Cup is similar to other European Grand Tours in that it has a mountain stage, a flat stage, and a time trial stage, with one stage in the event having an 18-mile climb. The 2020 edition field will consist mainly of Vietnamese riders and 2 European riders, including last year's defending champion Javier Sarda Perez. Cycling is a huge part of the Vietnamese culture, with bicycles and other two-wheeled motorized machines being major modes of transportation. They are just about everywhere. The 2020 edition will have strict health guidelines in that no riders outside of Vietnam may participate, and contestants will have to follow all strict guidelines throughout all the stages. So brush up on your Vietnamese and head to the Facebook and YouTube page of the HTV Cup or go to htv.com.vn. In national news, General Motors has canceled production of its anticipated Arrive e-bike. Now, they had 2 models planned, the Arrive Meld and the foldable Merge. In a statement to The Verge, GM's Brian Towson said, the Arrive has generated significant insights about micromobility for General Motors. The decision to cancel this program comes at a time when e-bike sales in Europe and the US are actually increasing. At the outbreak of the coronavirus, there was an initial slump in the market, but e-bike manufacturers are now reporting record sales. General Motors was not the only car manufacturer to get into the e-bike market. Other manufacturers, such as BMW and Jeep, as well as a concept from Audi, have begun to enter the field. In regional news, the Traverse Area Recreational Trail, or TART, in cooperation with county and township support, recently completed 4 miles of the Boardman Lake Loop. Now, this loop is much of a larger TART trail network that meanders the Grand Traverse Bay Area, downtown Traverse City, and a whole lot more. The TART trail network consists of several multi-use paths and trails in Grand Traverse and Leelanau counties, and includes part of US Bicycle Route 35. For more information about the TART trail and all of its networks, visit traversetrails.org. Well folks, that wraps up this week's Two Wheel Newsday. If you have any stories you just want to share or tips, you can reach me at anthony@mobilecyclist.com, or you can head over to the Facebook group section and look at the Mobile Cyclist community. We're just all about sharing all the different ways and places to enjoy cycling in cities and towns across the country. I'll see you next time on the Mobile Cyclist.